Hi guys, welcome back to my XVS video. So like usual, this week we get an announcement about the second Final Fantasy IX banner. Finally, Vivi has come to the global. But yeah, let's take a look if he is interesting or not. First of all, from what I can say that he is decent in terms of element because he has access to 3 elements Chaos Wave Awaken. So yes, pretty decent, and his Chaos Wave Awaken come from magic, black magic. Like you know that they have upgraded the black magic, so yes, you can use black magic again. And maybe from what I see, the special thing about Vivi is there's a passive that allow his spell, his black magic, self-chain, okay, when get reflected. So maybe it is the key on how you should use Vivi, okay? I'm not sure because I don't play Japan version, but just imagine this quad cast Chaos Wave Awaken chain. That means 32 hits, right? 32 hits, and if all of those get reflected, that means you get 31 times Chaos Wave Awaken self-chain. So pretty awesome if you ask me. Okay, very nice. And he also able to imbue anyone physical attack with thunder, ice, and fire, his main elements on black magic, and also greatly boost the damage for the element 30%. So yes, remember that he able to self-chain, so this fire damage boost may be also useful if you use Terra as your finisher. Okay, so yeah, maybe with some setup he can be awesome as a support. Okay, he also grant ability, okay, but I don't think the ability is that great. First, because it only deals 120 times hybrid attack, so it won't deal that much damage. And remember, yes, only 30 hits. You cannot double cast this. Maybe you can dual cast this if you are dual wielder, but yeah, what for? Okay, so that's for the special thing. He also able to quad cast permanently on Brave Shift. Too bad that his Brave Shift only lasts for 4 turns. And on Brave Shift form, he gets 300% bird killer. So yes, he is insane bird killer, of course. Okay, 300%. That's kind of overkill because yes, remember you can always equip Esper. I prefer 200% killer with 200% killers, but for 2 types instead of 1 killer, but only 1 type. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, and what I kind of wonder is his damage modifier is not awesome. Based from my calculation, okay, it's only simple calculation, but it's the magic only deal like 55 to 80 times damage per cast. So with quad cast, only 240 times. So yes, it's kind of ordinary, okay. But again, I'm not sure how this is gonna work. Okay, maybe if you use the reflect mechanic, he will become awesome. Okay, I never use reflect, but maybe if I ask you, okay, this is a question. What happened when you, let's say, one spell that target all allies get reflected? For example, this is Chaos Wave Awaken, right? It is 8 hits, but if it get reflected, will it be like 8 times 6? Not sure, but that's kind of too OP, okay? But I think the key on using him is by pair him when using the new Steiner. But before talking about Steiner, his Trustmaster and STMR, I must say they are really underwhelming. Sure, 75% through double hand. Okay, so this through double hand magic affect even when you equip shield. But again, remember that if you really equip shield, then you only get 75% equipment magic because there are not many abilities which can increase your true double hand when you equip shield. So I can say this Trust Mastery word is kind of rubbish at this point, but maybe in the future it will become a meta ability for true double hand mage. But for now, I'm not sure about this. Okay, so let's talk about maybe the best partner, Steiner. So Steiner is limited to 7 stars. Okay, only able to become 7 stars, so that's kind of underwhelming. Especially we already have Gladiolus. Okay, Gladiolus is NVA physical tank, so there is really no reason to use Steiner on the battle, except maybe if you use Vivi. Why Vivi? Because like I've mentioned before that you probably need Reflect to max out Vivi damage. Okay, I'm not sure how the process is gonna work, but let's say if you pair with Steiner limit burst can grant you 4 Reflect on all allies. So that's insane. Why insane? Because that means all of his black magic, Vivi black magics, will be reflected to the enemies. So the best case scenario, like I said, maybe it can deal like 200 chains if each attack reflected. But if one spell count as one attack, then it is still 31 self chain. Still pretty decent, right? Especially with 20% damage increase and his awesome 30% elemental increase from Vivi. So yes, this can deal nice amount of damage for self chain. But again, pairing him with Steiner kind of defeat the purpose. Why? Because just think about it. Self chain mean you don't need a partner. But if you really need to pair Vivi with Steiner, that's kind of defeat the purpose, right? Because you still need to bring Steiner. Steiner act as a indirect chaining partner for Vivi. Sure, he can become a tank, but remember he is only 7 stars, so unless you're able to utilize the physical efficient on him, I can say that this combination won't work that well. Okay? But that's just me. I don't play Japan version. Please, if you know something, if you know the secret about Vivi, tell me on the comment. Maybe you can also use Carbuncle, but from what I can remember, Carbuncle doesn't reflect for magics. Okay? And yes, Steiner, another good thing about Steiner is, his Trust Mastery Word and SDMR. They are really good for physical cover tank. For the Trust Mastery Word, it increases equipment defense when single wielding Great Sword. Really good, right? With or without shield. Like you have known that, let's say, Gladiolus, King Behemi, those two can equip Great Sword, so this can be used for them. Very decent Trust Mastery Word. It's kind of new on this game. Maybe will become meta ability for physical cover tank. And for the STMR, it is also another good thing. Okay, 180 defense. That's a lot. It is good for King Behemi if you don't equip the Sawtooth. Okay, but Sawtooth is also good. But yeah, the point here, this Great Sword is pretty decent even when you cannot utilize the static health boost. The defense stat is one of the best for Great Sword. Okay, he also able to fill 40 limit burst gauge to all allies, but it's kind of strange too. Okay, because if you want to use it on fast setup, like let's say Dark Vision, then you still need Entruster on the first turn, like for Warrior of Light Bards. Okay, and yeah, it's good, but also not good at the same time. If you understand what I just said, okay, sorry, but it's kind of niche, the 40 limit burst fill to all. And the weakness, of course, I have said he is only 7 stars, and you need Vivi. Basically, he is a support, a total support for Vivi. That's all I can think about at this point. So the final question, should you summon? So yes, you should summon if you are a big fan of Vivi. Okay, like I said, this is not 100%. I don't play with Japan version. I don't know how awesome the reflect damage. I don't know how good the self chain. But yes, that's it. if he is really good, if he can out damage, let's say Terra, Luna Freya, then yes, I can say it's worth to pull for Vivi, because just imagine he can use 3 elements, and if he can out damage those evoker, wow, you get pretty good character on your party, especially for Neo Vision to chain. And yes, also if you want Vivi, you probably get the best partner Steiner on the same banner, so it's good deal, so go ahead. But please don't summon if you don't care about Chaos Wave Awaken. Okay? If you don't care about Chaos Wave Awaken, basically, oh, you say, I have Varus, I have Terra, I have Luna Freya, I don't need that Chaos Wave Awaken. You can finish the enemy, then yes, you don't need Vivi, that means. Okay, so but Vivi, I can say he is quite amazing mage. Especially maybe, okay, not sure. I'm not sure, but maybe he is good against Genie. Okay, I still haven't tried Genie trial, but it seems that you need to have specific element, because Ibarra works well against Genie. Maybe Vivi can become alternative. Not sure, I haven't tried, okay? But yes, if you don't need those 3 elements, then why bother with Vivi? And Steiner is kinda rusty on Neo Vision Age. Especially without Vivi, I don't see any reason why you want to use him. Sure, I know I have said that his Thrustmaster amazing, so if you want to use his Thrustmaster reward, go ahead. Okay, but maybe if you really need that, you should use your UOC, because really guys, I have used my like 16 UOC past 2 months, or yeah, about past 2 months. But right now it's already back to 100, because really guys, there is UOC right now is kinda not that important, sorry to say. It's good item, don't get me wrong, you should get UOC every time you see them, but it feels the value is really not that good as Neo Vision come to the play. Okay, so I think that's all you need to know about this Final Fantasy 9 banner. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Perfect Views Guide. Bye bye guys!